Melbourne CBD's residential population is composed of 49% men and 51% women, with a median age of 26 years. However, is that proportion reflected in the use of the streets? Focusing on Melbourne's laneways to select a sample, I first categorized them as open-ended, semi-linked, and dead-ended laneways, based on the level of connectivity and visibility. The following step was to identify and select areas in which the street life vitality was mainly connected to local morphologies rather than metropolitan transport. Hence, two areas were selected, taking parallel streets furthest from the existing railway stations. The third step was to select a sample of 4 lanes, which represent the diversity of types of laneways in terms of access, functional mix, grain size, facade design, width, and pavement. After 30 hours of systematic direct observation over 3 days during peak hours and after dark, more than 2,000 people were observed and mapped. The comparison between these 4 lanes showed that the presence of women was higher than male only in 10 of the 48 time periods, highlighting a gap in gender inclusivity. The analysis confirmed the positive influence of active ground floor use, direct opaque, and direct transparent facades for inclusive activation, as indicated in the literature. Additionally, the observations juxtaposed with the spatial analysis of building use and streetscape indicates that these characteristics are often correlated with the presence of women on the streets. In the last phase of the research, laneways which are in the same category as the 4 case studies were analyzed to identify how they could be improved for inclusive use. The analysis of these 22 laneways showed that 19 could be more diverse and inclusive by converting obscured windows in transparent facades and by giving use to unoccupied buildings and activate their direct opaque facades, such as Niagara Lane. On the other hand, lanes fully occupied by blank facades of car parking in service areas, such as Bryan Lane, might be less resilient to change and difficult to adapt and activate. So, how can urban professionals contribute to increasing gender inclusivity in laneways? Building regulations which require a percentage of direct transparent facade and commercial use in the ground floor facing a laneway can be a contribution, as well as the use of pavements that reinforce pedestrian priority. However, the diverse types of laneways require a specific study for each lane, which can be requested on building and planning permits application. The study for each lane opens space for regulations flexibilization and also adaptation for new conditions in the future. By aiming to better understand how society can enable equal female participation in public life, the intent of this research is to contribute to the city's economic prosperity as well as for a healthier and safer society.